Anderson, if he can find him. Berbatov hat-trick! That is magnificent.
Of course, it's just pass and move, pass and move. Look at that. I know Patrice, likes to run. He knows me, that give me the ball, then I just know where my teammates. And now, again, I'm looking the whole pitch. And now I see Nani outside of the boot. It was a good pass, yes. And then it's about timing. I know Nani, he likes tricks. So that's why I'm not hurry. And then he see me in the best position, bam, go. People ask me, Berbs, why are you not sprinting towards the goal? Well, because if you check the goal, you can see how everyone else is sprinting. But because they don't know Nani as well I do, I know he's going to do tricks. So that's why I slow my movement. Just easy, cool, all right, along the way, thinking, scanning. And when the moment was right, I was in the penalty box. I knew it was time for Nani to pass the ball. I was in the best position because everybody else was rushed into the box. Yeah. I was free, pass to me, go. It was actually a piece of art, if you ask me.
The time for Manchester United with Beckham! That's absolutely brilliant!
It was a beautiful day in London, first game of the season. Jordi Cruyff tried to chip the goalkeeper. And I remember looking over at the manager, because if ever you tried anything like that and it didn't come off, the manager would be on his feet and he'd be killing you. So we won the ball just inside our half, and I looked up and I thought, why not? And I remember seeing it go right out left, and then all of a sudden it started coming back in. I was thinking, this has got a chance.
The time for Manchester United with Beckham! That's absolutely brilliant! Take a bow, David Beckham. A goal you'll see over and over again.
I walked off the pitch. The manager said, David, you get on the bus and you don't say a word. No interviews.
Change pace through the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent.
It all started with a pass behind me. I knew I was 1 against 1. Flicked the ball, turned the other way, used my body, and then the finish was never going to be a problem. And I knew with the spin of the ball, it would come back to my right anyway if I turned that way. I had to have contact with Dabisas, a little push, and then the ball came automatically to my right, of course, because it spun. So many people came to me and said, did you mean it? And I said, I don't understand the question. What did you mean the move? So then after 2 days, was the first time I watched it back on telly. Mm-hmm. And then I realized, okay, I understand
why they're asking.
Yeah, why they're asking the question. But it's
so, Dennis. What I'm getting now from you is if the pass was better, you probably wouldn't have done that move.
True. Yeah, true. You just adjust yourself to what's happening. Did I mean before that I'm gonna do all those movements and score that goal? No, but as I went along with it, yes, that of course I meant it.
Peter Crouch tries one. Oh, fantastic!
What was going through your mind when that ball came over to you?
Tries one. Oh, fantastic!
Do you know what? It's something that I've practiced all my life. Like even before every single game, the players used to laugh at me because I'd always get a ball before we warmed up. I'd always get a ball. I'd always pop it up like that. And then volley one. And yeah, sometimes it went in, sometimes it didn't. It was like a ritual before every game.
Right, because this movement's quite like unorthodox, isn't it? You
yeah,
don't
but
really...
I used to just practice like keeping it up like that all the time. And it became quite natural at it. So when the ball dropped, it actually does feel quite natural to me rather than let it bounce. Like I used to love volleying. Yeah. So anything to keeping the ball in the air so I could volley. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I popped it up. Obviously my volleying technique is probably different to most people. Really.
Sure.
I volley with the outside of my foot. I remember it was the head, I think it was Wayne Penner, and they got headed back to me. But as soon as it dropped, it was all about popping it up. And then obviously take a step, so it was like, pop up like that. And then come in and the way I volleyed it was always on the outside of my foot. So it's got more kind of swerved out.
It's come from outside the post back inside.
I always use the post as as a reference and try and volley into the post because I know it's going to come back. The fact that it was against Manchester City live on TV is England's #1. Yeah, so many factors that made it. I don't think anyone could look at that and not enjoy it.
This is Pirlo. Oh, how cheeky is that?
The Euros was 2012. Joe Hart's having a great time in goal. He's smiling, he's laughing. England were winning 2-1, I believe, on penalties.
Si muoveva molto e faceva dei gesti strani, allora è arrivato sul disco del rigore, ha preso la rincorsa, è arrivato col pallone, ho deciso di fargli il cucchiaio.
By jiggling up and down on the line. This is Pirlo. Oh, how cheeky is that? A floater. And it's 2-2. Well, it was arrogant, it was calculated. It's Diamante, and Italy are in the semi-finals to play Germany.
Towards Henry, fortune at his back.
This one is kind of weird because I'm like, at the beginning I wanted to hold the ball for Reyes.
There's Reyes. Towards Henry, fortune at his back.
You will see at one point, I'm gonna lift him a bit because he's on me, he's holding me, and I'm gonna lift him a bit. And when I lift him, I see his legs opening up. You see, I'm gonna lift him. Now, and now I'm like, now there is a gap. And what I like about this one, it wasn't a lucky back heel. There was a thought process. First and foremost, I want to play it back to someone. Now I'm like, oh, he's unbalanced. I can go for his legs.
Hart didn't quite get that right. Oh, look at that! That is absolutely astonishing.
The goal for me, not because it's me, not because of my ego. Who would do that thing? I don't see many players do that thing.
Well, Hart didn't quite get that right. Oh, look at that! That is absolutely astonishing.
But when I saw the moment, I said, Hart was the goalie. And I said, I will fool him now. When I saw him run out, I will pretend to go forward towards him, then I will back off. Because I know by experience, you go towards somebody, he will just head it and you will go far out. But I will do opposite. I will pretend to go at him, so at a certain point you will see me slow down, then go back. Then it was all about where the ball comes, because I don't know. And then I took it instinctively from there, like turn around, and as a striker, you know where your goal is. You don't need to see the goal. You can put me in every angle on the field, I will know where the goal is. The only tricky was here, I needed to change my angle, body angle versus the goal. With a bicycle kick, it goes straight back. So the only thing I needed was to change my angle body where the goal is. And I knew where the goal is. So I just needed to change, and I know the goal is there. And now just hit the ball, and I was focused on hitting the ball because that was the most important. How I fell or not, I didn't care. So after the goal, I saw Welbeck. I think he was the striker, and I took off the shirt and I said, enjoy. Actually, I was rude, but I don't know why I was rude to him. I needed to find objects, so I said, enjoy my because you will never enjoy this again.
Well, Hart didn't quite get that right. Oh, look at that! That is absolutely astonishing. You won't see a better goal